Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to our second day of work on fractions. Yesterday we looked at folding halves. Today we're going to be looking at shading halves. So you're going to need whiteboards and whiteboard pen for the starter, and you will probably need some different shapes, ideally printed off or drawn to be similar to those which we're using in the main part of the lesson. Okay, so once you've got everything together, let's get started. Welcome back. So we're going to start, as usual, with counting on in ones and tens. Now you've had enough practice at this for me not to need to do this today. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to point to the penguin and I'm going to move it, and I want you to be saying the numbers. I'm just going to say which penguin it is each time. Okay, so we're going to start with penguin 1. I'm going to start at number 5. Penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 10, penguin 10, penguin 10, penguin 10, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 10, penguin 10, penguin 10, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 1, penguin 10. And can you guess which penguin we need to finish with? That's right. Penguin 1, penguin 1. Brilliant, well done. And as usual, if you want to have a go on your own with your grown-up pointing instead of using the counter, that's absolutely fine. Okay, I'll start today. You can choose which one you want to do, or you can do all three. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go through all three in a moment. We're recognizing one more of a number. This one wants one more of 6. This one wants which set of counters is one more than 10. And this last one shows one more than 15. So you work out what one more is and tick the correct box or point to the correct box. And when you're ready, start the video again and I'll show you why you're right. Okay, welcome back. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 7 is more than 6, so it's got to be that one. Next one, we're looking at one more than 10, so let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not that one. Let's check it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's this box, because 11 is one more than 10. Then which one is showing 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 16 is one more. Okay, I bet you did those brilliantly. Right. Now let's move back onto halves. Okay, so we're going to have just a quick recap of how we make halves by folding. So we found out yesterday there are 4 different ways we can fold a regular square, into half. Here they go. First one. Second one. Third one. And fourth one. Now what you're going to do today is you're going to apply that knowledge to some different shapes, but first we're going to do it by shading. Okay, so this time we've got a rectangle. Now how can we shade this shape into halves? And think about where you would fold it and point to all the squares that I need to shade in order to shade this into half. Brilliant. Well, I'm going to go through all the main permutations where it would actually fold. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is this section here. Now obviously you could colour it a lot more neatly than I am. So it's the whole of this area, whole of this area, whole of this area, and the whole of this area, because that would fold it in half. Okay. Now, obviously, you could also do the bottom half. You could do this section that I'm ringing round. All of that could also be shaded to create another half. Now we also could fold it down the middle. So that's not very accurate, I apologise for that, but it is basically this section here. These 4 boxes here. And we also could fold these 4 boxes here. That would shade half the shape. Now the key thing really is that you're shading 4 out of the 8 boxes. So if you wanted to be clever, you could shade any 4 of the boxes. It doesn't really matter because you're not folding today, you're shading. But for the most part, concentrate on thinking about the most obvious ones. Now, this is today's task. For the first section, all you need to do is point to which ones are exactly half shaded. So that means that you could fold the shapes. The second ones, if your grown-up draws these grids, you could have a go, or you can print off the sheet, you could have a go at shading exactly half and see if you can find different ways to shade these. Okay? And that is all there is to today's lesson. I'm sure you're going to do brilliantly. And there's another lesson along tomorrow when we are going to be looking at quartering.